Kodachrome Basin State Park was one of our favorite finds while we were RVing through Utah. We're going to show you what we loved about the state park. So when you enter the state park, you're going to pull in right here. There's a $10 reservation fee. And this is also where you're going to find bathrooms. It's also where the gift shop is. There are no other facilities in the state park, so be sure to get all of your water, your ice, your food, everything that you need in this gift shop. They also have Wi-Fi here in case you need to be connected for any reason. Hey everybody, we are here in Kodachrome Basin State Park in Utah. This is a little known state park and it is located pretty close to Bryce Canyon National Park, about 35 miles or so. This is an amazing state park that has rock formations that you might not see in other places. Plus it's a lot less crowded. So we're going to show you around and show you the trails that we took and what we recommend on visiting this most unique place. All right, so we are doing the panoramic trail. Just a few helpful hints. You do not have to do this entire trail. It does have segments that are 3 miles or 6 miles. We didn't even do that much. We went up to the Hat Box area and I can highly recommend just that portion of the trail. You're gonna find the Indian Cave area, which is especially interesting. There's also gonna be the Ballerina Spire area. And then you're gonna end up at the Hat Box. You can keep on going if you'd like, but that is honestly enough to have some visual interest. Now we are here about lunchtime, early May, and it is hot. You need a lot of water, you need a hat, you need sunscreen, and you need to take it easy. This trail is not hard, but it is deep sand, so keep that in mind. There's not a bad elevation, but you will be trekking through sand, so wear appropriate shoes. It is surprising how fatiguing it is to do these trails when you are walking in sand rather than on a hard surface or on a gravelly rock. So just keep that in mind when deciding how much you're going to be hiking. This was really a very picturesque trail. There was so many different types of rock structures to find. It was just, there was like a different gem around every corner. Indian Cave was one of our favorite parts of this trail. It was one of the first things that you come to. So even if you don't want to do much of this panoramic trail, I would highly suggest at least walking out to Indian Cave and back. These handprints that have been preserved in the rock and in the clay on the rock are just spectacular and amazing. And to sit there and think about who did it is just really awe-inspiring. Now this is the Ballerina Spire. Again, there's so many different things to see on this trail that are so unusual. There is a designated parking area for this trail. We stayed parked there and did both this one and the Grand Parade Trail. All right, so some more helpful tips as we're thinking of them. It's getting very windy out here, so be sure to bring a hat with a tie because ours have flown off already. And with the sand and the wind, you definitely need sunglasses. Be aware of that. There's a lot of sand flying around. Okay, so the Grand Parade Trail. This is a pretty big trail that has all kinds of different loops and ways to do it. What we loved are these kind of overlooks that you could hike out to, get amazing photos. It's just really nice to have a photo of you like looking out over the landscape. And this is also a sped up version of me walking from that point back to the main trail. So there's little spurs like this that you can do off the trail. There was all kinds of different routes, so it can get a little bit confusing, but you can pretty much see everything and, you know, don't worry about it. There was a bit of rock scrambling that I found, not a whole lot. It's generally an easier trail. I wouldn't say it's completely level. I wouldn't say it's completely without any scrambling or elevation or challenges, but it's for the views that you're getting and what you're seeing, it's not that hard of a trail in order to enjoy. The Chimney Rock Formation is on a different side of the state park, and you will need to drive to that area. Okay, so we are at Chimney Rock, and I highly suggest if you're coming during the summertime to do this at the end, because you drive, you don't hike to Chimney Rock, which you can see. You just basically drive to the rock, get out, take a picture, and that's about it. Here's what we wish we knew before we came, and I'll put links in the description. Okay, there are some must-have hiking essentials, even if you're doing a short trail in Kodachrome Basin State Park. It is hot, it is rocky and dry, and it is relentless sun out here. So first of all, you want a very wide-brimmed hat, preferably something with a cord to keep it on in case there was any wind. This is definitely going to give you some shade. By all means, water. We highly recommend chapstick as well since it's so dry. And then I'm using a hiking pole. If you have any problems with like mobility or maybe some knees that need some extra help, I would highly recommend using a hiking pole. There are picnic pavilions available, and we actually enjoyed a picnic lunch here. Highly recommend them. What was surprising was a laundry facility inside the state park that actually looks like it comes out of the Wild West. It's actually quite picturesque. And then throughout the park, there are several campgrounds. They are on different areas in the park. The campground that we're driving through right now is Basin Campground. You literally just pull over to the side and it's pretty basic, but the views are amazing. I could just imagine camping here and seeing the scenery when you wake up and then going hiking. It was a really nice campground. Again, this is Basin Campground. And then there are even some tents, like tent houses that you can rent if you are not RVing. And then this is going to be Arch Campground. It is on the other side of the park, closer to the Chimney Rock Formation. And there is quite a few spaces over there as well. So FYI, no internet service inside the state park. However, at the visitor center, you can get cold ice cream, and there's also free internet. And there are some people sitting in a car beside me using the internet. There are people in chairs inside the very small shop using the internet. So apparently that is not frowned upon, and you can just sit out there in the gift shop and get your Wi-Fi. And a park ranger let us know that right by the sign, every so often, if you hold your phone upright, you can get some cell phone signal out here by the entrance sign, just in case you need it.